Curry says we're not going home, and it did get interesting there down the stretch.
Westbrook and Durant played more minutes than Steph and Clay.
They're not fragile like Steph. Well, they only say you hurt when they lose. But you got to feel good. Like Maurice Cheeks, and Billy Donovan said it. He says, "We're all right. We're all right." They did what they're supposed to do tonight. Take your hat off to the Golden State Warriors. Now we go back to Oklahoma City, and they know what they got to do.
9-point win for Golden State as they take Game 5.
You just really jumped on there.
Really?
What did he say? Now we go
get
back
you some pom-poms if we need to.
We going back to Oklahoma?
Oh, we as a group here. Okay, I thought you meant we as a team.
No.
Tennessee never stop, never settle, never root. Golden State in Game 5 with advantages in these departments. Points off turnovers, bench points, fast break points, points in the paint, and they battle the Thunder on even terms in the rebounding department.
The one big stat, if I'm looking at that board, is the bench points. I'm assuming this is probably one of the few games. Remember, we said last game, Oklahoma City is probably one of the few teams where they can play with Golden State's bench. For them to be plus 17, that's a big stat. I mean, we always talk about rebounds and turnovers, but the biggest stat on that page to me is the bench point.
And that's what I'm saying, Chuck. That gets you to 110. And can they do that in Oklahoma City? That's going to be the difference. If Livingston could come in and give you 8 to 10, if Mo Spates can give you 8 to 10, because if Clay gets 30 and Steph gets 30, that's 60 points.
Yeah, but
where are you getting the other 50 points?
Golden State was plus 46 in bench points coming into this game for the series, and they're plus 17 in this one. Meantime, Billy Donovan is addressing his troops after the game. We go to the locker room.
We knew it was going to be a tough environment. We signed up for a series. We're part of a series right now. We need to come back, figure out from this tape what we got to do to get better, and then continue to move forward right now, okay? That was the right focus, the right mentality, and the right attitude coming into the game right now. We just got to do it at a higher level and a better rate, okay? All right?
Ernie, I want to say a couple things. I don't like the fact that Durant shot 31 times, probably shot closer to 40 if you count in the free throws, and Russell was only 11 for 28. I thought that, to me, when they are more efficient, that's when Oklahoma City is at their best. That was the one thing that would disturb me. 31 shots by one guy and 28 shots by the other guy.
And 40-point night for Durant on those 31 shots.
To start a
Here's
quarter
Steve Kerr.
and buy our starters a couple more minutes rest. It's important.
Jeff Ferrato, Bay Area News Group. Steve, you said the other day that you guys really missed Bogut out there. He didn't get in foul trouble, gave you almost 30 minutes. And talk about what his contribution was and how it changes having him out there, not having to go small.
I thought Bogues was phenomenal. He rebounded, he scored, he was aggressive. We went into him on the post to try to get him as a passer with our cutters around him, and he was tremendous. And 14 boards. Obviously, rebounding has been an issue. It's an issue for everybody against Oklahoma City. So when he can play that way and rebound the ball like that, it just gives us a much better chance to win the game.
Eric Horn, the Oklahoman. Steve, with those reports kind of circulating about Steph being 70% prior to the game, what do you think his performance showed tonight, particularly on defense, about how healthy he is?
I thought he looked like 91%. It's just talk. So there's always going to be speculation, but it's just talk. And he came out and he played a really good game, and that's all I can tell you. I mean, he's going to compete every night, and I thought he had an excellent night and helped us get it done.
So now we head to OKC for Game 6. And now tell me about this whole pressure thing and where it sits going into Game 6.
I like Coach Donovan's speech. He said we had the right focus, we had the right mindset going to the game. Now we got to do it at a higher level, at a better efficiency rate. I thought that, when you get down and, the referee's not giving you a call, it's easy to say, you know what, we'll go back home winning. But they came and they played tonight. They had, a couple opportunities to win the game. However, they just got beat tonight. Now they have to go home, do the same thing, And, you know, be ready for the environment, be ready for the moment. I disagree. Got to come in, take care of business from the start, and get them out the building.
Well, the point I was trying to make, they weren't efficient. 11 for 28 is not efficient.
No, I know the point.
And 12 for 31 is not efficient. Like I said, he shot 13 free throws. He probably had 5 or 6 shots to that. They have to be more efficient. But if I'm OKC, I feel pretty good about myself. You know, they came in here, they competed. I think, you know, Ernie, you asked us something, me and Kenny, about Billy Donovan. He says, what has he did different?
This is earlier in the series,
yes,
here when we were talking about
but
what
the next game is why they brought him in. And we said, we don't know right now, because Scott Brooks got him to the finals. He did a good job, but they thought something was missing. This is what they brought Billy Donovan in for. Then you can ask us that question after game 6 or 7. But this is what, because they said Scott is taking as far as he can take it. And I disagree with that, because Scott did a good job. And a friend of mine, Joe Champion, sent me a text. He says, Billy's doing a good job. And I totally agree with that. But game 6 is why they brought him in.
Well, since you took the Oklahoma side of what they thought, well, you know, if you're Golden State, of course you feel great about yourself because you could have been going home tonight. And the one thing that you would say is we found something that works other than Steph and Clay. And that's what you would say and consistently we preach on. There are other things that are working now other than our 2 best players carrying a heavy load. They carried a load, but they didn't have to carry a heavy load. And I thought
that's at home, Kenny.
Yeah, and this is what I say. So you can't be hesitant to take those shots in Oklahoma City, because my question would be to them, who wants to be a star on game 6? Who's going to be a star for us? And then someone will emerge out of the shadow, because you cannot have 2 guys do all of the heavy lifting.
I agree with that.